everybody and welcome back to Granya's Kitchen. It's Sunday, it is 2:10 and kick-off for the match is at 3 o'clock. So I decided that I fancied some sausage rolls for the match today, and I'm just popping on here to let you know how I am going to make these delicious, healthy sausage rolls. These are a nod to my brother-in-law Sam. He made these on Christmas, well, a version of these on Christmas Day, and brought them out here for us to enjoy. So I've just tweaked it a little bit to make it a little bit healthier, and that is what we're going to have. So first off, I've got my 400 grams of pork mince, less than 5% fat pork mince. So you throw that into a bowl. Then to that, I'm going to add some sun-dried tomatoes. So these are sun-dried tomatoes. They're kind of dry ones. If you weren't able to find the dry ones, if you got ones that are in oil, just wash the oil off. Do you know, it is as simple as that. Just wash the oil off them, and I'm just going to cut these up. I don't want them too small, you know, just they don't have to be diced. You want to have a little bite to it. So you add that into your pork. Then the other thing that I'm going to add in is some red onion, caramelized red onion. So this is a red onion that I cooked this morning. So I put it into a small frying pan. I added a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and I kind of cooked that really slowly. Then at the end, I added maybe about half a teaspoon of honey and just let that caramelize for a couple of minutes. Then I took it off the heat, so they're kind of sweet and balsamic and absolutely beautiful. So that onion gets thrown in there as well. Then we are going to add in some fennel seeds. Again, with this stuff, you really throw in whatever you want, okay? I like fennel. If you absolutely hate fennel, don't be worrying. I'm just going to crush this up because I don't want the seed. I want it a little bit powdery, but still with a bite to it all of the same. So again, as I say, leave out the fennel, put in the fennel, whatever it is you want. You could add some grated carrot, grated apple, if you want to get a bit of flavour. So I'm just throwing in a little bit of that fennel, not too much because I don't want it to overpower the taste. Then I've got some paprika, throwing in a little bit of paprika. Again, you don't need to put that, it's all to taste. Garlic granules, just a little bit of garlic for an extra bite. And then I'm going to season it, obviously. We've got pepper, and we've got a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to get some herbs. So dry herbs, fresh herbs, whatever it is you want. I've got some here. I'm going to add some rosemary, some sage, and some thyme. So we just cut off a little bit of what it is that we want. Some sage, a bit more sage. I like sage, I have to say. And some thyme. So here we go. We've got some beautiful herbs, and we are just going to chop them up. So all I want from the sage is the leaves. Again, for the rosemary, I don't want that woody stalk, so I'm just pulling off the little leaves. And then the thyme, if you're using woody thyme, you would kind of separate the leaves. In this instance, that isn't woody. And then you're just going to roughly chop these herbs up. Again, these things don't need to be done. You know, everything can be quite rustic and rusty. It's okay to get a nice little bit of sage. So you just chop them up like that. And I think they are chopped up enough. So those beautiful herbs go in there again. Again, you could add more herbs if you want, less herbs, whatever. It's all down to personal choice. And that's it. That's everything there into the mix. And then I'm going to just use my hands, and I'm going to combine all of these delicious ingredients together. So there we go. And we're combining those beautifully. And again, as I say, grated apple, anything, any herbs, spices. If you don't have fresh herbs, that's not a problem at all. You can just add any dried herbs that you would fancy. Now that is combined beautifully there. Just give me 1 second. Wash the old hands. Has to be done as we're using pork. So then what I'm using to combine or to make the sausage rolls is a wrap, okay? So I'm using the beef-free wraps. Again, any wrap you want. The beauty of the beef-free wraps is they're gluten-free. So for anybody with gluten intolerance, it means that they can enjoy these as well. I'm taking half of this mixture out, approximately half of the mixture, and I am going to just put it on to this wrap. Now, it's up to you. I like a kind of a thick sausage roll, do you know what I mean? You could make this mixture, you could use 4 wraps, make them thinner, whatever you want. But look, you just simply roll. Now roll it nice and tight. Then I've got some egg wash here. This is just simply an egg that's been beaten up, and I'm just going to put a little bit of egg wash at the end. That's simply to seal it, okay? That's the only reason I'm doing that. So that's one, and I'm going to make a second one. Oopsie, out you come. So as I say, I'm using kind of big sausage rolls. You don't need to. You can do smaller ones if you want. So you just put on less mixture. It's all about personal taste. All of this stuff is personal taste. And again, you can see how simple this is. We're just rolling it up in the wrap of your choice. And then again, I am just egg washing the bottom of it there, just to kind of seal it. Now, again, you can cut these in any way you want. I'm gonna make 2 big sausage rolls out of each. You can turn them into bite-sized sausage rolls if you want. I've got my baking tray here. I'm just gonna simply, bit of fry light at the bottom, and I'm gonna put my 4 sausage rolls on there. And then as a final little thing, I'm gonna get my, oh no, actually I'm gonna just give little pricks just on the top of the sausage roll, just to let the air come out so they don't explode. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of egg wash on top of the sausage rolls, because that will make them beautifully brown. And these are going to pop into the oven. So you've got your oven on 200 degrees, and you literally just pop them in and cook them for about 20 minutes. These ones have actually been in for 25 minutes. See, here's what I prepared earlier. I've been dying to say that ever since I started doing those videos. Look at those. How gorgeous and yummy do they look? 4 giant sausage rolls, which I need to let cool down a little bit. But look at that. That is what I'm going to enjoy, 2 of those with a bit of salad as my healthy extra B while I am watching the match at 3 o'clock. So guys, enjoy Up Ireland and have a fab Sunday evening.